G'day everybody, I'm thrilled to be here today chatting with Stephen Taberner, the legendary choir master of the legendary Spooky Men's Chorale. I just wanted to say I'm coming to you from Ngunnawal country, and I would like to pay my respects to the Ngunnawal elders past, present and emerging. And whereabouts are you this afternoon, Stephen?
I'm in Gundungurra land in Lawson, New South Wales, in a nice little house with a veranda.
Yum. In an office with fluoro lighting. I wish I was in a nice house with a veranda.
Yeah, unfortunately I'm not allowed out of my house because I've got, as we said, the dreaded C word.
Yes.
And
well, it's good you got it now and not in 3 weeks, because it would be disastrous. So that's
that,
good. You're all sorted for the festival.
now you've mentioned that. That's a really good thing. I think I'll be a lot less anxious about being around people with breathing.
Yeah, well, you've got natural immunity now, so you're sort of
yeah.
I mean, I have had mates who've got it twice, and certainly the second time was far less intense. And that was the previous variant, which was even more intense. So
yeah. Right, get boosted, everybody.
Yes, get your boosters. Well, all the artists, all the crew, all the volunteers, all the staff, absolutely everybody that is involved from behind the scenes of the festival will all be double vaxxed, if not triple vaxxed. And Canberra is the most vaxxed city in the world. There are lots of very well behaved bureaucrats here who've all done their job. I think they're like 98 or something crazy percent.
More, yeah, I've seen 99 point something. Yeah,
pretty much everyone 12 plus.
Canberra is the sensible people. They're like the Danish. They're like the Danish of, they're like the Danes,
The Danes of Australia.
Danes of Australia.
So this year, the theme is find your home, find your family, find your folk. How does that speak to you in terms of your family, the Spooky Men's Chorale, and your connection with the National? How did it start for you?
It's a spiritual home for us. I mean, we went there for the first time in 2004, and we've been trying to go for a couple of years before that. Something happened in the festival 2004, which was like this insane alchemy of something combined with a desire for it, and we were the something, and the people were the other half of that. So it was really fantastic, and something that I thought was just going to be a little side note to my promising career as a singer-songwriter, completely sideswiped that, and for lots. So for lots of reasons, and the traction we got and the attention we got 2004 sort of means that the National, if we had to name anywhere which is our spiritual home, it would be the National Folk Festival. And
it's your 18th birthday. We've got to give you a big key. We'll give you a big 18th birthday key.
Yeah, well, we're 21 now, but
not in your 18th at the National though.
18th at the National, yeah. So and it's been, and the funny thing about it is that song competition has been this really big thing, and like this easily big the Infinite Song Comp, because we keep on being, it's like this beautiful musical provocation where we keep on being asked to do things that we wouldn't think that we would do, like sing a Queen song, sing an ABBA song, sing a Gibbs Brothers, Bee Gees song, and it's like, as you know, like it's just so great as a musician to be asked to do something that seems a little left of center, and then you find yourself, you have this juxtaposition of you with the unusual musical challenge. So we're really looking forward to having a shot with that with Dolly.
I mean, the Queen. I have a little book, the Book of Dolly Wisdom, and I open it regularly. And she's just such an amazing songwriter, an amazing human, amazing woman.
Songwriter as well as performer,
such an amazing songwriter. I think I've got so many favorite songs, but I think my favorite's Here You Come Again. It's got that lyric, looking better than a body has a right to. What a great lyric. Looking better than a body has a right to. So good. She's
and funnily enough, I know that song from the playing of Sonny Rollins, who put it on he did it on one of his later albums as an instrumental, and it's real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Check that
Yeah.
out. I love Sonny. I've actually met Sonny. I was spinning out majorly because my husband's a sax player. So, and our firstborn's called Dexter. He's named after Dexter Gordon. And actually, Sonny was on our short list for names. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I discovered that song through Angie Hart from Frente, doing it as a B-side on one of their singles when I was in like grade 11 or 12, so the mid 90s. And I thought it was their tune, and then I looked at the fine print and, you know, discovered that it was Dolly, and suddenly had this awakening of how incredible she is as a songwriter. So Spookies officially will sort of be having their 18th birthday party at the National, but your 21st as a band. Why did you start with Spookies? What was your inspiration?
The inspiration was Georgian choirs.
Mm-hmm.
So the Rustavi, there's a few of them in those days. The Rustavi choir was the best known. So they were a urban-based performance group, and they would sing in the styles of the different regions of Georgia. So they were sort of like a cultural icon of Georgia. And the Georgian vocal music is just so incredible. The men singing, always in three parts.
Yeah.
Never, the melodies never contained in any one part. So the three parts all kind of, plus they use their own sort of scale, which is not a Western scale. It's large. I'm just saying this for you, Katie, because, or anybody else who understands, but it's more or less like 7 equal steps. So it's sort of like
a whole tone scale.
Sort of, no, but 7 instead of 6. So it's like, it's got like so it's got a 5 and a 4 and a sort of a weird flat 3.
Yeah.
If you see what I'm saying. Yeah. And then they also don't do for 5-to-1 movements. They move sort of like, they move the whole thing down 1 step or up 1 step. So they're interested in these relationships where they're sort of a step away rather than a fifth away.
Yep.
So it's completely, anyway, so it was the Georgians
sort of,
and their sound.
Yeah.
And their timbre, and just the rawness of the way it seemed. Someone said to me, this music sounds warm and virile. She said, it's warm and virile. And I was like, I understand that. It's really,
I said, bring it, warm and virile. Yeah.
Yeah, warm and virile. So it's very direct. Anyway, and so we started singing these kind of Georgian songs, and then I guess we just had to be, because we were men.
Yeah.
There had to be no question that we were taking ourselves seriously, so we had to mock ourselves.
Yeah.
So just have to mock.
Yeah.
Because it's so much fun to do that. So much fun. Yeah. Especially to mock ourselves.
Yes,
so,
absolutely. So you're sort of bringing that sort of larrikinism, I guess. That's sort of an essential part of Australian culture, I reckon, the larrikin in us all.
Yeah, there's definitely larrikin, and also a bit of sort of clown, almost like sort of self-mockery, like a bit Frank Woodley, more Frank Woodley than Jim Jeffries. It's more.
My grandfather was actually a singing clown. He was a comedian clown on the Tivoli circuit. I'm sort of long-term carny folk. My grandfather was a singing clown, my grandmother was an opera singer, and my auntie was one of the Tivoli dancers. So I guess I had.
It's a beautiful tradition, and the singing clown, the sort of tradition of clown is so special and so beautiful, because it's sort of about making an idiot of yourself rather than trying to make an idiot out of somebody else.
Absolutely. And the inner child,
The inner child.
Yeah.
So there's a fair bit of that, but also that sort of we sort of avoid the la da 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 ha kind of humor, but more like the really deadpan.
Yeah, totally. I remember I've not seen you in full flight. I've only seen you guys in sort of more street theatre sense at Woodford, where I was suddenly in the choir somehow outside Spaghetti Junction one night at 1 a.m. and there were all these gentlemen doing stuff, and I just sort of stood there with my kids and we joined in, and I can't remember what we sang, but it was sort of
we got
bizarre. And then you all just walked away and didn't say anything, and I was like, okay, that was amazing. What the hell was that? It was awesome.
Oh yeah, no, we love doing that. We like getting people involved.
And now you're going to be very busy. You've got Spooky Men's Chorale, who are basically everywhere, pretty much, I think, playing almost every day. You're the choir master for the Folk Festival Choir, which will be rehearsing every day, I think, at 11 in the, we're calling it the GTM tent, which is the Groove and the Mood tent, which will be for the next week. And then you're also doing, you're performing with, I'm sure, are you performing with Lucy, or is Lucy just doing it on her own? Yeah, you're performing with Lucy, and then I'm sure you're guesting with a host of other people, and you're going to do like a late night sort of lie down choir thing. Yeah.
Secret Sing, which will be, so there's lots going on there. So for people who are interested in the festival choir, that's we're going to be singing these two amazing songs, and everybody, it's open to everybody. So
absolutely. And even if you don't, I mean, you and I both believe that everyone that can talk can sing, and I've seen, I think you obviously have the capacity to enable everyone to find their voice and feel safe to sing together.
You're with a big mob of people who are all doing the same thing as you, so it's not your responsibility. It's like a sort of an ocean wave, and you get on it and it's all right. It's, in fact, it's better than
osmosis. You get lifted by those around you. But even if you can't sing, the amazing Greg Sheehan will be teaching a body percussion, I think, banana mango, black fella, white fella. So there's basically no excuse. You can either sing or do body percussion, or maybe do both if you're
be there or be regretful.
Yay. So, and what can we expect from the Spookies themselves this year? Have you sort of taken that home family thing to help curate your program, or what can we expect?
We've got a few new songs. We've got a fairly we've got a as the spooks have gone on a bit, we've become a little bit more reflective. So we have these songs like Welcome to the Second Half, which is a fairly thinly disguised metaphor that we do at the beginning of a second half. Actually, I don't know how we're going to do that because none of our sets have got a second half. But we've become more, I think that the material, the stupid stuff is as stupid as it's been. I feel like something's happening in terms of depth in the songs that we do choose to sing that are more serious. One's called Crossing the Bar, which is a lot of people have had the Spookies version playing at their funeral. It's just this incredible song about death. And I think we'll be probably singing our Ukrainian song at the festival as well. So there's something about these songs which have got layers of depth and
universality. Is that the word?
Universality and depth, and which are sort of, to me, the sort of touchstone points. We've got a whole lot of bizarre material, which we will be doing, for sure. And there's a lot of corners. It's a sort of a spooky world, and so there's lots of parts to that. So you'll be seeing all of those.
I can't wait. I can't wait to experience the proper, because people still speak in hushed tones about the Spookies at the Butterwang and the early noughties where you couldn't get in. It was standing room only, and all that stuff. So I'm excited to see you at sort of where the worlds collided and you found your beautiful alchemy in 2004. And we're just thrilled that you're such a part of our team, and can't wait to make music with you, whether it be in the choir or just watching you in the Butterwang or lying down and singing in the, what's it called? The Secret Sing.
The Secret Sing, that's a sort of, So anyway, look, Katie, thanks heaps for having us. That's very
Oh,
exciting. Seeing the program, seeing the great emphasis on Indigenous music in this festival, which we absolutely love.
yeah.
Um,
Yay. Yeah, well,
yeah,
NFF started in 67, which was the year where the majority of Australians voted in the referendum. So for me, I just felt, we have to I really want to symbolize that. And I knew that Uncle Archie was moving towards retirement. So this will actually be his last ever concert on Ngunnawal country, which is incredibly special for us. And then Uncle Sammy Butcher and his 3 generations, his grandson Jack. I mean, the whole idea of the festival is family and multiple generations. So, I was just talking with Parvin, and her little son Ravi joined in on our chat. And then, of course, she first met her
yeah.
dad. And she introduced me to Ravi as Auntie Katie. And I was like, yeah, that's, that folk family. We've all missed seeing each other at, gigs and in airports and in festivals and green rooms and stuff.
Hugely.
I hope it will feel like the family sort of coming back together. Hopefully
I
no brawls, that's all.
No, what's that?
No family fights. We're only going to be all peace, love, and mung beans.
Yeah, peace, love, and I think I'll actually be sort of literally crying with happiness when I just to be in those places.
Yeah.
After 2 years away and
I
to
know.
see,
Yeah.
it's just, and that would be even enough, even in of itself, just to be in the place and see the people.
Yeah.
So to be able to make music as well will be insane.
Yeah. Oh, we can't wait. My laptop's on 1%, so I literally have to run and find a charger. But thank you for your time, Stephen. Be well.
Katie. Thanks for
and we'll
having me.
see you very soon with your awesome spooky men. See you, brother. Take care. Bye.